Sorry. So 54 ang estudyante, 3 kasi yung account ko dito, isa yung aking cellphone, and then my slides, and my computer. All right. So, meron pa rin pumapasok hanggang ngayon. Let's just wait for this slide to present. Ang bagal naman. Ano nangyari sa slide na to? Wala. All right. So, this is our first topic. So, the objective that we are going to take this morning is to be familiarized with functions. And then later on, we will illustrate life situation into functions. And then we will evaluate functions. And then our session today will be done. Okay. Bakit ayaw nitong mag-present? Ayan. So, this is now our lesson, functions. And I hope that you can somehow remember the lessons from grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10 about functions. Madali lang naman siya actually. At we will remember now, kung nalimutan nyo na, we will review now the concept of functions. All right. So, ayan. So, let's have our review. Sabi rito, it is the set of first coordinates. So, alin dyan kaya? You can guess your answer.
Range.
Range.
Okay.
Range, sir.
Any other?
Domain po.
Domain. Okay, meron po nag-chat ng domain. Sino nagsabing domain? So, ang tamang sagot po ay
Domain.
si Revita. Revita. Ganda pilyedo, Revita. So, the correct answer is domain. Okay na. The first one. The second one. Set of second coordinates.
Range. Range.
Range po.
Range.
So,
Range po.
ibig sabihin,
Abscissa.
may abscissa pa. Ang tamang sagot po ay range. Okay, so meron po tayong first coordinate, which are in an ordered pair, meron pong first coordinate, ang tawag po ay x coordinate, which the group of the sets of x coordinate, ang tawag po doon ay domain. Ang y coordinates naman ay range. Alright. Find the domain and range of the given ordered pairs. Sige nga, ano ang mga domain dito? So, ang domain ay
Nasa unahan.
Mel Jane.
Ay, yan.
First number po, sir.
Ano yung mga first number?
1, 2, 0, negative 1, 4, negative 1, 4.
Wow, very good. Okay, so the second coordinate, of course, yung pangalawa. Alright? So, ang atin pong domain ay, tingnan nyo ha kung paano po sinusulat ha. O, ganun lang po yan siya. Domain at saka range. Next. Ayan na. So, can you please read sino nag-hands up? Kyle? Pakibasa ako, Kyle.
Relation. It is a set of ordered pairs. Function.
Alright.
It is a relation in which each element of the domain corresponds to exactly one element of the range.
Okay. So, thank you, Kyle. Range. Babae pala ito. Kala ko lalaki. So, let's continue to review. Relation is a set of ordered pairs. So, all ordered pairs written in a set notation ay relation siya. Okay? So, we cannot deny it kasi any ordered pairs ay meron po siyang corresponding relationship. Alright. In the other hand, ang function is a relation in which each element of the domain has a corresponding element of the range. Alright? So, wag kayong malilito dyan. This is very straightforward. Madali lang siya intindihin. Later on, pag sinabi nating function, a function is a relation in which no values of x are repeated. Tandaan niyo po yun ha. The domain, there is no repetition of the values of domain. So pag may naulit po sa domain, na values of domain, hindi na po siya function. So ulitin ko po, function is a relation but not all relations are function. In real life situation, it is also true because our relationship to others sometimes are not functional. Okay? You check your relationship to your neighbors, your jowa, or your friends. Some of them are plastics. Hindi siya functional. Pag may sakit ka ng COVID, wala nang lumalapit sa'yo. Di ba? So, check your relationship kung functional ba siya. Alright? Now, a function can be represented in different ways. First one is table or tabular, a table of values like this one. The other one is ordered pairs. Okay, set of ordered pairs. And then we can also identify functions by its graphs and equations. Do you have questions about it? Wala naman. Hello? Hello? So, meaning to say, we are familiar with equations, correct? We have linear equations, quadratic equations, ano pa ba? Radical equations, rational equations. But we are not so familiar with functions. Now, functions and equations are, of course, very similar, but different in form. Kasi instead of y equals, ang nilalagay po natin sa y is f of x. Right. So, meron po itong mga example. Sino ba yung maingay dyan? Maingay si si Jim.
Dandoy, sir.
Jumel.
Dandoy.
Ayan.
Dandoy,
ano,
sir.
turn off your mic. Okay, sige nga. Sino pwedeng rito? Pwedeng mag-guess or I already discussed the definition of functions. Which of the following relations here are functions? The first,
Win.
the second, and the third. F, G, H.
F po.
Dexty.
G.
F po,
Pakitype
sir.
nga sa Pakitype nga sa chat box. Tingnan natin. Merong ang mga functions daw ay F. Functions ba to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ano pa? Ang G ba hindi function? How about the H? Angelica, Cardenas, G daw function. Pwede naman lahat function. Dandoy. Ang ingay-ingay ni Dandoy, hindi nakikinig. G daw function. Ayan. Functional po lahat. Okay. So, the correct answer is Diana Marie Butyong. Parang ko to. Kilala ko to. Kilala mo ba ako, Diana? Hello, Diana.
Yes, sir.
Kilala mo ako? Siyempre, ako teacher mo eh. Alright. Ang correct answer po ay H at saka F. Why the set of ordered pairs in G is not a function? Why? Okay, let me hear from wait lang, may nag-hands up. Sino nag-hands up sa atin? Hindi ko nakikita. Sino yung nag-hands up? Andrea? Andrea. Bakit kaya ang G ay hindi Okay, JC. Wala. Anybody, bakit kaya ang G ay hindi siya function? Dahil hello. Dahil naulit ang 1. Ayun 1, 1. Naulit po yung 1. So, meaning to say, naulit po yung domain. 2, 2. Kahit isa lang dyan na naulit, na kaagad? Wala na kaagad. Okay? So, 2 at 1 naulit po siya. Parehas. Alright. Good. Okay. So, ngayon naman, we are going to identify the relationship of a given mapping. Mapping naman tayo. Tingnan natin kung alin dito sa mapping ang tawag nito. Function at saka hindi. Napalagay nyo, function ba to? Ang mapping na to, we can also analyze it as ordered pairs. Si 10 to 15, 20 to 45, ganyan. Function ba tong ganito? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Function siya, sabi ni Mel Jane. Dahil ang bawat domain corresponds a range and no repetition of domains happen. Okay? So that is function. How about this one?
Function po.
Function. Okay? Why, Andrea? Why?
Kasi may inulit po.
Kasi hindi naman.
Inulit po yung domain.
Dahil naulit yung domain, yung number 2. So, ang example po rito, in real life situation, pag gusto mo mag-jowa, dapat isa lang. Okay? Hindi alam ni number 20 na meron ka pa pala number 40. Si 40 naman, meron ding number 4. O, di ba? Nagkakagulo na sila. O, di ba? Alright. Not a function. How about this one? Function ba to? Function ba to? Not a function.
Not function po.
Function. So, ang
Not
correct
function
answer po
po.
ay, the correct answer is
Function.
function. Okay? So, let's go back to our definition. Hindi po nauulit ang input or the domain. Again, kung saan po papunta ang arrow, meaning to say, this output here, nakikita niyo naman yung cursor ng computer, no? Is the range, this is the domain. So, dapat wala mauulit dito. Understood?
Yes po.
Okay. And now, we are going to identify the function or the graph of a function or a graph of just an equation. Okay? So, can you please read, Andrea?
Graph represent a function if and only if each vertical line intersect the graph at most once.
All right. At most, when we say at most, this is the most. Okay? Yung pinaka most. So, dapat isa lang. If
Pinakaisa.
you will draw a line, vertical line, in any parts of the graph, you can only intersect the graph at once. Okay? At most once pala, I should say. So, pag circle, hindi siya function. Hindi po function ang circle. Mga ganito, function po. Okay? Madali lang po siyang intindihin. Alin po dyan ang function? Which of the two is a function?
First one.
Percent.
Letter A.
A po.
Letter D yung pangalawa. Okay.
Letter A.
Alright. Function po siya. The other one is not a function. This is an oblong and you can intersect twice in each vertical line na ilalagay mo. How about this one?
Yung
B.
pangalawa po.
Pangalawa.
B.
Alright.
Yung function.
So, letter B ang
Function.
function. Okay, so baliktad. Sorry, mali ako.
Letter
So,
B.
nagkamali po yung aking slide ha. Siguro antok na ako kagabi. Baliktad po yan. Ito po yung function, ito po yung not function. Alright. Iba talaga ang puyat, no? Ulitin ko ha, I will repeat. Ang function po ay ito. Ito po yung not function. Teka, baguhin na natin to. Oh, wait lang. Before you ask question, babaguhin ko to. Ay, nawala. Alright. Baguhin natin para... Wala na. Ang bagal na ng aking computer. Okay. Sino yung may tanong?
Opo, sir.
Sino yung may tanong?
Ako
Sino
po,
siya?
sir, Veronica.
Veronica. Okay. From ABM? From Yun. From Yun ito? Okay.
Ano ko lang po, sir, bakit po naging function yung letter E ba to, sir?
Letter E.
Opo, kasi sabi niyo circle is not a function. Malalaman niyo pag not function, pag circle.
Pag circle. Okay. Okay. Balik tayo sa kabila. Wait lang ha. Dito, we can draw a vertical line. Tingnan niyo yung vertical line na ito. Nakikita mo ba cursor ko, Iha?
Yes po.
Ayan, no. When we draw a vertical line in this oblong, we can touch the graph in twice. O, tingnan mo, one, this point,
Opo.
itong point 1, and then 2. Supposedly, if it is a function, at most once, only one. Okay? Okay ba?
Opo, sir. Okay po.
Okay, in this case, other example is not a circle, pero we can also touch the graph more than once. Di ba? Ayan o. It intersect the graph more than once. 1, 2. Okay na?
Opo.
Alright. Sige.
Thank you, sir.
Uy. Alright. How about this one? Saan dyan ang function? The first one or the second one?
The second one po.
Second one po.
One po.
Second one, sir.
Ang second one ang function?
Second one po.
Pangalawa po.
Alin dito?
Pangalawa po.
Ito ba function ba to?
Oo, sir.
Hindi po, sir.
Opo. First one. No, sir.
Ito function to.
Opo, sir. Sir.
Ano ba talaga?
The second one, sir.
Sir, tapos yung first hindi.
Una, sir,
Alright.
function. Yung una.
Tama ako, sir.
Yung una po, sir.
Ayan. Again, we are in a vertical line test. Ang tawag po dito, vertical line test. So, when we draw a vertical line to test a graph, whether it is a function or not, dapat isang beses na talaga siya mag-touch. Dito, isang beses lang siya mag-touch. In the other graph, ang dami, 1, 2, 3, 4, ayan. Ang dami, di ba? So, ibig sabihin,
Okay, ganun pala yun.
hindi siya function. Naintindihan na ba?
Opo.
Alright.
Medyo lang, sir.
Okay. Anong medyo lang?
Sir,
Alin,
sir.
which part of this
Sir,
lesson?
pwede pa ulit po.
Paulit. Alright? Paulit ha, paulit. Paulitin ko. From the top?
Hindi, sir. Dito lang po, sir, sa pangatlo. Kung bakit po
Sir,
yung
sir.
function yung second
Ako, again, makinig na mabuti ha. Ang function po, students, in any graph, halimbawa, ito graph naman to, di ba? Ang graph lang po dyan is the V1. Ito. This V graph here is, of course, this is a graph. The cross, yung cross Cartesian plane, siyempre, ano yan? I-disregard nyo na yan. Okay? Now, the V graph, if you will draw any of in any parts of this graph, you can only touch the graph or intersect the graph only once, di ba? Katulad nito. Only once. Function yan. Now, in the other one, if you will draw a vertical line, you will touch many times, more than one. Pag more than one na, you can say or conclude that it's not a function anymore. Nakuha ba? Kasi,
Hindi pa din po, sir.
hindi pa rin. Hindi pa rin.
Sir, paulit nga uli, sir.
For example, siguro, sir.
Example.
Sir, ang gulo, sir.
More example. Okay, more example.
Sir, bigay ko sample, sir.
From the start from the start. Iingay na si baby Ano ba yung una nating example dito? Uulitin ko lang yung yung vertical line test. Okay. Sabi rito, a graph represent a function if and only if each vertical line, kahit saan ka gumuhit, whether you will draw from the side, left side, right side, blah, blah, blah. Vertical line is a straight line from the top to the bottom. Okay? Bawal po ang slanting, ha? Bawal po ang slanting, ha? Bawal ang slanting. Vertical po, pag ganyan, patuwid. Naintindihan ba? Katulad ditong pula na to.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now, hindi lang ako, I'm not angry, ha? Nagpapaliwanag lang ako. This red line touches 2 times with this circle. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Meaning to say, if you will analyze it by, let's say for example, we will make an ordered pair. Ang ordered pair po natin is 2, ayun yung 2, and something 2.1. like this, okay? 2 and 2.1. And then the other point or ordered pairs is 2 and negative 2.1. Nagets nyo ba?
Yes, sir.
Meaning to say, naulit po yung domain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay po, sir. Pag
Okay?
nauulit,
Pag naulit ang domain, meaning to say,
hindi siya
not a
function.
function.
Functional na po.
Kanina pa, di ba, sa ordered pairs? Now,
Okay, sir.
the same as true with the graph, of course. The same as true with the graph. The graph that we have, I circle and then we touches 2 times. Nasabi rito, if and only if each vertical line intersect the graph at most once. O, sa other one, yung kabila, kahit saan ka gumuhit dyan ng vertical line, we will only touch the graph once. Naintindihan na.
Opo, sir.
Dapat wala pong naiiwan sa inyo ha. You are 51 and 52, 53, like this. Like that. Okay. Naintindihan na kung bakit hindi function yung isa na yan.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the other one. Ayan, not a function, function naman yung isa. Okay? Lalo na to. Okay na ba? Okay na ba?
Okay na po, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right. So number ayan. So sabi rito, which of the following equations describe a function? Kasi sabi ko kanina, we can also identify functions by its graph. Alin kaya diyan? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Ang bilang po niyan napagganito ha, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Alin kaya ang function diyan? Sirit na? Jan Mark.
4 po.
Number 4 is a function, quadratic function. Yes. Number ano ba?
Number 2, sir.
Number
2.
Number 2.
Number 6.
Okay.
3, sir.
Number 3.
Tsaka yung 3, sir.
How about number 5? How about number 5?
Function, sir. Number 5.
Number 3 daw. Ang number 3 function din yan. Actually, equation siya. Equation function.
5.
All right. Okay. All right. Ito na po yung mga functions. Ang hindi lang po functions dyan ay number 2. Bakit? Ito po. Tandaan nyo po ito ha. If the highest coefficient of the degree is only 1,
Mali pala.
and then the equation is equated in terms of y, in terms of x, y in terms of x, that is linear equation. Linear equation po yan. Ito po ay circle. Circle po yan. Ito naman po quadratic. Okay? Quadratic. Ito naman po quadratic din. Ito po radical. Okay, radical equation. Ito naman po rational equation. Okay? So that is rational equation. Wait a minute. Kaping mainit. Masyado ako madilim dito. Walang ilaw. Alright. Meron bang tanong o walang tanong? Naintindihan ba? Okay. Ayan. Yan po ang kanyang mukha ng kanyang mga mukha po ng mga linear function or linear equation, I should say. Quadratic equation is para siyang para siyang ganyan, no? Parang ganyan. Pwede po pabaliktad. The arrow or the graph can be upward or downward. Hindi po pwede sa sideward. Kasi quadratic equation na eh. This one is radical equation. Function pa rin siya, di ba? Then the other one is equation pa rin, function din po ito. Itong radical, rational pala. Radical po ito, rational naman to. Alright. Alright, tapos na po tayo. Sino po may tanong sa inyo bago tayo mag-quiz? Una pa lang yan ha, kasi 11:30 po tayo matatapos. Meron pa po tayong second session. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? May quiz po tayo. Ha?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Wala. Okay, so meaning to say, you understood. Stop recording.